Water is an essential ingredient in our beer. No water, no beer. To brew beer, you actually need a lot of water. In 2015, globally, we were using 3.4 liters of water per liter of beer produced. And our ambition here was to bring it down to below 1.7.
The ambition, you could say, for Carlsberg is to reduce our water consumption by 50% across Carlsberg until 2030. The cleaning is, you could say, the majority of the water usage in a brewery, probably 60-65% of the total brewery.
Water consumption in breweries is related to the hygiene. Actually, going back in time, brewers would be bragging on how much water they were using because that was an indicator of how clean it actually was. Now, today that doesn't work. You really have to go in and, as Carlsberg say, go towards zero waste of water. So this was where we got started.
The basic idea of the project is to take the processed water, so all of the, you could say, the cleaning water. Of course, there will be a little bit of beer going down the drains as well, yeast and stuff like that. But all that collected in the drain system we have into a wastewater treatment plant. Take out all the stuff, the COD and so on, that you do normally in a wastewater treatment plant, and then you could say clean that water afterwards in a, you could say, drinking water application to make sure that we can reuse the water again within the brewery. It will not be used as brewing water, so it will not go into the product, so it will only be used for cleaning processes.
It's actually a factory because a lot of people talking about a wastewater treatment plant and in these modern plants, it's actually also a small piece of the production because you're producing pure water that you're using in the factory. So it's really more than that.
It's not cheap to build a facility like this, and it needs to be able to pay itself back. It produces 1,800 cubic meters a day. So if it stands still for a day, it's 1,800 cubic meters. You both have to buy water and discharge to the municipal. So yeah, it needs to run always.
The other element is how can you be allowed to do this? So we had to go out and talk to all the people interested in quality. And that's not just a local quality organization on the brewery. That's also a group quality organization. Other really important parties was, of course, the environmental authorities and, of course, the food and beverage authorities that had to be part of it.
One of the things that, of course, was a worry is the water coming off. Compared to the municipal water we were getting or the public supply, the temperature was higher. What would actually be the impact in our brewery? Of course, you could say we did studies and so on before, but nobody really tried this before. So what was the impact? Would it have any negative effects on microbiology, for instance? Because if it's a higher temperature, anything living prefers that to 8 to 10 degrees. That was the normal water temperature. It's actually been working very well. So a lot of, you could say, processes in place to make sure that the microbiology is okay also on the places of consumption. And all our tests have shown that the water is clean and there's no impact from that. And then I guess it's been, you could say, a bit of a dream for many years to actually do this. And of course, we learn as we go, but it's been positive so far.
So we didn't achieve this alone. We did it with many partners in what is called the DRIP partnership. So it's universities, it's technology providers like Grundfos, consultants and many other people that really came together with each of their expertise and made this happen.
I think also Grundfos tried their best to make us understand what it was the possibilities in some of the smart digital solutions, which benefited a lot. A lot of people learned that it's not just a pump, it's actually there's intelligence in the pump.
As you know, chemicals, they're always a big risk. So for us, it was very time-saving and also stress-saving to get a complete dosing solution by Grundfos. So we got the full cabinet with the dosing pumps, all the piping, the valves, everything was included. And above that, the pumps, they have a certain software. So the flow control by Grundfos. And that guarantees that you're really dosing what you need to be dosing.
This is such a paradigm shift for so many people. Can you actually recycle water in the food and beverage industry? And yes, it has demonstrated it is possible to do that. It is an opportunity. We have a technology that allows us actually safely, reliably to produce drinking water out of processed effluent. This is fantastic.
I think for the Carlsberg Group, of course, it's the impact is testing here and then moving into regions where we have water scarcity. There are regions where we operate in both India and China and elsewhere, where you could say there's not enough water, and there, of course, recovering your processed water in this way to make it into drinking water or similar is definitely a step forward and will get Carlsberg towards the 2030 goal.